Hi, I want to bring you through several exercises using the Soma system tools specifically for computer workers. Over time, we tend to slouch our bodies, hunch our shoulders, and cause strain into our necks, our upper back, and our lower backs. So what we're going to do today is start from the feet, where our feet should be grounded, work up, expand the chest, which is usually often the cause of our back pain, and then work down our backs to loosen up those tight muscles. So to start, we're going to use the squishy ball from our myofascial 5-pack. So we're going to put your foot right on the ball, and you can do this anytime while working on the computer. And you're just going to press your hand to add pressure on your leg and just roll back and forth. If you can, spread your toes as you do it. Work on both legs. Apply pressure through your whole body, rolling from the balls of your foot towards the heel, opening your toes. You can also try this with different size balls for additional pressure and for more focused areas. So oftentimes you'll find a specific spot you want to hold on to and just stay there for a little bit. Next, we're going to stretch out the back of those legs. Since most of the time our legs are bent, so the hamstrings get really tight, the calves get really tight. So all we're going to do, you want to get to the edge of the seat, have your heel on the ground and the legs straight. Place your hands on the other leg. Sit up tall and just gently lean forward. Just go forward enough that you'll feel a stretch into the calves and the hamstrings. Inhale, exhale and lean forward. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, lean forward again. See if you can go a little bit further and try to relax those muscles. Inhale, and one more time. And repeat with the other side. So next we're going to target the front of the legs. The quads and your hip flexors tend to get really tight seated in a chair over time, because this angle is always bent. So we're going to use our roller squat here. You can place your hand inside the hook, lean your body weight into it, and push it forward. Then come to the middle. Lean the body weight into it, and push forward. Then the inside, same thing. Repeat it about 3 to 5 times on each line. If there's a particular area that really feels like it needs work, feel free to focus on that. Remember to use your whole body to lean into it. Don't just press with your arms, because then you're going to strain your shoulders. Okay? And do the same thing on the other side. So most of the time, we spend bent. So our goal here is to extend that leg. Okay? So you're going to sit at the edge of the chair. Okay? Make sure you're nice and stable, and the foot should be able to be flat on the ground. You're going to take the other outside leg, and on an exhale, just slide it back as much as you can. You want to feel a stretch into the front of the thigh and possibly lower. So inhale, relax. Exhale, push that leg back behind you. Inhale, relax. Exhale, push that back leg behind you. And one more time, inhale, relax. And exhale, push it back. If you can slide the leg a little bit further back, that's good. Keep your hands on the armrest if you have that, or on your legs if not. Your body should be nice and tall, your neck straight, don't lean forward, and don't arch back. And relax. Let's switch to the other side. We're going to grab our focus roller here. Just place it right into the palm of your hand, and you can hook one finger in between the two rollers. You're going to find your breastbone right in here, and over to the side is where you're going to feel the ribs. Your collarbone up top here is your landmark. Always work below that. Okay, so if this is my collarbone, I'm placing the roller below it. Take the other hand, support. You're going to start from your breastbone, pushing towards the shoulder. And relax, bring it back. And again, pushing it down and out towards the shoulder. And we're just opening up the chest muscles that get tight as we hunch our shoulders. And one more time. From the breastbone, pushing out under the collarbone towards the shoulder. And let's repeat that on the other side. So we're going to do one simple exercise. Usually, we tend to have our palms down, shoulders inwards, back expanded as we're typing. And over time, we feel tightness in our backs. That's actually a weakness in that area and a stiffness in the chest. So what we're going to do, you're going to just turn your palms upwards. Open them out to the side like you're serving. And just squeezing the back muscles together. On an exhalation, pull them back. And relax. We're trying to expand the chest. Activate the muscles in the back. Get some circulation pumping in that area. So the emphasis here is in the muscles in the back. So these should be squeezing the shoulder blades together, not upwards. Just a straight movement backwards. So now that we've worked and activated the back muscles, we're going to start flushing them out. We're going to use the double track roller. Your spine is going to sit right down the middle between the two balls. If you have a high back chair, that's perfect. If not, you're going to have to shift your hips forward and lean back onto it. All right? So you're going to place it over your head. It's going to be right at the base of your neck, the beginning of your shoulders. And just lean back onto it. Sometimes it feels good just to relax, having the pressure into those areas that tend to be painful. You can give yourself a hug and just lean to one side and the other. Come forward, and the ball will naturally just slide down. Lean back, shift from side to side, and continue down the back. Good. Sometimes there are very specific areas we want to work on our backs. For those, we can use any of these smaller balls. Simply place it on the area that's affected and lean back. Just shift it around and find the spot. It's good to just hold it there, close your eyes, focus on the spot, and breathe. We call this a trigger point release. Trigger points are those knots that you feel in your back, and oftentimes just by holding a sustained pressure and setting your mind to allowing it to relax, those muscles and knots will begin to release. After working on one area, feel free to switch sides or work on a different section. Next, we're going to move to our low backs. For this, we're going to use the spiky life belt. So there's a lot of spikes on this, so be careful with your fingers and your hands. You can simply wrap it around and tie it in front. If you have a good lumbar support in the back, you can just slide back and lean against it. However, like this chair, there's no lumbar support. In that case, we've simply tied it to a foam roller. This is our foam support, and we just tied it diagonally across. Place it along your low back. And that should feel like a good amount of pressure right there. If you slide back a little bit from your table, all you're going to do, place your hands behind your head. You're going to curl everything down, sucking your belly button in towards your spine. Curl down. And open up. Extend your back. Open out your shoulders. And exhale. Curl down. Inhale, open up. Extend back. Opening up the shoulders, pulling the elbows apart. And relax. Next, we're going to work on those sit bone areas. We spend our time sitting on them, and they just kind of compress all the circulation that needs to go into those muscles. With the big orange, you're going to basically place it right in front of the sit bone. Here, you can just gently shift side to side, or you can do circles around the sit bone. Make sure your feet are planted firmly on the ground, and try to really emphasize moving from your hips, because that also starts massaging the joints in your low back. And switch sides. Our final exercise is a stretch for your hips. Oftentimes, people feel back pain actually coming from tightness in the hips. So what we're doing here is called a figure 4 stretch. Feet planted firmly on the ground. You're going to take one heel on top of the other knee. Okay? If you need, you can be as far as this. Or if you're really flexible, you may be able to bring the heel even closer to you. Okay? So hold it firmly. Take one hand and bring it towards your knee. Straighten out your spine once again. Turn and start facing this knee. For some people, that's enough, and that's fine. Hold it there. If you want a bigger stretch, we're going to work with breathing again. Inhale. Exhale and slowly bring your chest towards that knee. Until you feel a gentle stretch, continue to exhale. Inhale, come up. Exhale, go further down. And one more time, inhale, come up. Lengthen your spine and exhale, go further down. And switch sides. You've just finished the Soma system for office worker sequence.